Hi and welcome back to class of Design of Machine Elements. I am Hitesh Renyani, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. This is lecture 28, Condition for the Transmission of Maximum Power. The learning outcomes of this lecture is to derive the condition for the transmission of maximum power, and also we will learn one example based on the maximum power transmission. So first we derive the conditions. The condition for the transmission of maximum power. As we know, the power for the belt drive P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V. So this is the power equations, say equations number 1. Now here T1 is the tensile in tight side, T2 is the tensile in slack side, and V is the velocity of the belt in meter per seconds. And also we know that T2 by T1 is equal to e raised to nu theta, or you can say T2 is equal to T1 upon e raised to nu theta. So place the value of T2 in equations 1. So we get the power P is equal to T1 minus T1 upon e raised to nu theta into V. Now take T1 as common, so we get the power P is equal to T1 into 1 minus 1 upon e raised to nu theta into V. So if we consider 1 minus 1 upon e raised to nu theta is equal to C, then power becomes P is equal to T1 into V into C, gives the equation number 3, where C is equal to 1 minus 1 upon e raised to nu theta. Now as we know, the T1 is equal to T minus Tc, and we derive here T is the maximum tension and Tc is the centrifugal tension in Newton. So we have a equations of power P is equal to T1 V into C. So we have to place the value of T1, that is T minus Tc, in our equation 3. So we get P is equal to T minus Tc into V into C. Here Tc is equal to centrifugal tension in Newton. So we know that Tc is equal to mv square. So we have to place the value of Tc is equal to mv square. So we get the power equations T minus mv square into V into C. If we simplify these equations, we get P is equal to Tv minus mv square into C. Now what is our aim? Our aim to derive the condition for maximum power. So for the maximum power, we have to derivate these power equations with respect to velocity and equivalent it to the 0. So if we do the derivative equation of this power, then we get d by dv is equal to d by dv into dv minus mv square into c is equal to 0. So first terms becomes the capital T, and the second terms becomes the 3mv square. So it will be becomes T minus 3mv square is equal to 0. So T minus 3Tc is equal to 0. So conditions for the maximum power transmission is the T is equal to 3 into Tc. You can also derive the conditions in terms of velocity by using the equation T minus 3mv square is equal to 0. Now consider one examples based on the maximum power transmissions. So consider example a belt 100 mm wide and 10 mm thick is transmitting power at 1000 meters per minute. Here the cross section of belt is given, that is 100 mm wide and 10 mm thick. So T is given and B is given, and the net driving tension is 1.8 times the tension on the slack side. So net driving tension means difference between T1 and T2, and it is equal to 1.8 times the tension in slack side, that is T2. So T1 minus T2 is equal to 1.8 T2 is given. If the safe permissible stress on the belt section is 1.6 megapascals, then calculate the maximum power that can be transmitted at this speed. So first of all, we have to calculate the power transmitted by the systems according to this speed. and assume the density of leather as 1000 kg per meter cube. Also calculate the absolute maximum power that can be transmitted by this belt and the speed at which this can be transmitted. So after calculating the power transmitted according to this given speed, we have to derive the maximum absolute power according to the maximum conditions, and also we have to derive the speed for the maximum power. So first we have to calculate the power transmitted by the given speed. Second, we have to calculate the speed at which the power can be transmitted by maximum by the belt, and third is we have to calculate the maximum absolute power transmitted by the belt. So first of all, we collect the data given here. So data given here is the B is 100 mm, so 0.1 meter, T is 10 mm, so 0.01 meter, V is the 1000 meter per minute. So if we convert into meter per second, we get 16.67 meter per second. T1 minus T2 is equal to 1.8 T2 is given, and sigma is equal to 1.6 megapascal is given, and density of belt is given, rho is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Now, as we know, the power transmitted PE is equal to T1 minus T2 into V. So here T1 is the tensile in tight side and T2 is the tensile in slack side. So we have to first calculate the T1 and T2 to calculate the power. So to calculate T1, we have to first calculate the maximum tension. T is equal to sigma B into T. Here sigma is given 1.6, B is given 100, and T is given 10 mm. So if we place, we get the T is equal to 1600 newtons. Now we have to calculate the tensile T1. So to calculate the T1, we also need the centrifugal tensile. So we have to calculate first the centrifugal tensile, and we know the centrifugal tensile Tc is equal to mv square. So for that we need the mass per unit length. So calculate the mass per unit length. As we know, the mass is multiplications of density and volume. So here volume consider as area into length, and multiply by the density, so we get the mass. Here we consider the mass per unit length, so we have to consider the length is 1 meter, and area of belt is given by B into T, and rho density is considered as a rho. So here D is 0.1, T is 0.001, sorry, T is 0.01, and length we have to consider 1 meters, and density is given 1000. So we get the mass per unit meter length, per unit length of belt is 1 kg per meter. Now centrifugal force or centrifugal tension, Tc is equal to mv square, and m we have to we calculated is 1 kg per meter, and we have to given in problems, that is 16.67 meter per second. So we get the centrifugal tension Tc is equal to 278 newtons. So now we know the T1 is equal to T minus Tc, and T we calculated, that is 1600 newtons, and Tc we also calculated that that is 278 newton. So we get the T1 is equal to 1322 newton. So now we have a value of T1. So to calculate the power, we also need the value of T2. So we have to given one condition, that is T1 minus T2 is equal to 1.8 T2, and in these equations we have to place the value of T1, that is 13222, to get the value of T2. So if we simplify these equations, we get T2 is equal to T1 upon 2.8, and T1 we have to place the 1322 newtons. So we get T2 is equal to 472 newtons. So now we have a value of T1, T2 and velocity V that is given in our problem 16.67 meter per second. So we can calculate the power at this given speed. So power transmitted by given speed P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V, and T1 is 1332 Newton, T2 is 472 Newtons, and P is 16.67 meter per second. So we get P is equal to 14.70 kilowatt. Now next, this is our first answer. Now what we have to do, we have to also calculate the condition for maximum power and also calculate the absolute maximum power. So for that we have to first derive the condition for the maximum power. So what is the velocity at which the maximum power can be transmitted, we have to first calculate. So as we know, the speed at which the absolute maximum power can be transmitted according to the condition of maximum power transmission. So V is under root T divided by 3 into M. So T is 1600 and M we have to calculate, that is equal to 1 kg per meter. So if we place all the value, we get the P is equal to 23.1 meter per second. That is our second answer. So these are the speed at which the bell can transmit the maximum power. So in first answer we calculate the power at the given speed. Now this is the maximum power transmission condition. So this speed bell can transmit maximum power. So to calculate the maximum absolute power, we have to consider this velocity, and also we have to modify according to the maximum power transmission conditions, the tension in slack side and tension in tight side. So absolute maximum power, for that TC is equal to T divided by 3. This is the condition for maximum power, and T here is 1600. So we get the TC is equal to 533 Newton. So tension in tight side, T1 is equal to T minus TC. Here T is 1600 and TC we calculate here is 533 Newton. So we get the T1 that is tension in tight side, that is equal to 1067 Newton. Now we know the equations relations between T2 and T1 that is given in our problem. So T2 is equal to T1 divided by 2.8. So we have to place the value of T1 is equal to 1067. So we get the T2 is equal to 381 Newton. So absolute maximum power transmitted is equal to P is equal to T1 minus T2 into V. So here T1 we have to consider 1067 and T2 we have to consider 381. That is according to the maximum power transmission condition. And also we have to consider the velocity at which the maximum power can transmit. So that is equal to 23.1. So if we place all this value, we get the power is equal to 15,850 watts. So this is the maximum power that can transmit by the bell. So if we calculate in kilowatt, that P is equal to 15.85 kilowatt, and that is our third answer. So now in these problems, all the design parameters we calculated. So first of all, in these problems we calculate the power at given speed, then we calculate the condition for the maximum power transmissions, and when we calculate the maximum absolute power. Thank you.